Happy first Monday of the month, my favorite Monday. And it's February if you're listening to this in real time. Valentine's Day is next week, so I thought it would be fitting to talk about marriage. I don't touch on this topic as often as I should, but it's so important because a strong marriage is the foundation to a happy home and a balanced life. So we need to be intentional about making time to nurture it. So today, we're diving into this quote by Pearl B. Buck. A good marriage is one which allows for change and growth in the individual and in ways they express their love. Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a full lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Carrie Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count. Today, we're talking about marriage, but not in the fairy tale, happy ever after kind of way. Nope. We're getting real about what it actually takes to build a strong, lasting relationship, one that just doesn't survive through the chaos of life and parenthood, but actually thrives. And a perfect quote to kick off this conversation is by Pearl S. Buck. A good marriage is one which allows for change and growth in the individual and in the ways they express their love. Let's be honest. We are not the same people we were when we first fell in love. I mean, I think back to when Russ and I first started dating. We were in college, partying every weekend. We didn't know what the future held for us, even when we first started living together after college, before kids, before the stress of bills and careers and never ending laundry piles, before we really had to navigate life's big decisions together. We were just two people in love with really big dreams. But here's the thing. Love isn't just about feelings. It's about growth, it's about change. And the healthiest relationships aren't the ones where both people stay exactly the same forever. They're the ones where you evolve together. One of the biggest mistakes we make in a marriage is expecting our partners to stay the same person that we fell in love with. But guess what? We don't even stay the same. Motherhood, life experiences, and just getting older really changes us. And the best marriages, they make space for that change. You're allowed to grow. Your partner is allowed to grow. And instead of resisting it, what if we learned from it? What if we saw our partner's growth as something to celebrate instead of something that scares us? Maybe he's not as romantic as he was when you first started dating, but he stepped up as an incredible father. Maybe you've changed too. Your priorities are different, your dreams have shifted, and the way you want to be loved has evolved. I know I've personally changed so much, especially in the past 10 years, but I really love who I am now. And that brings us to the second part of the quote: growth in the way we express love. The way we love each other at 25 is not the same way that we love each other at 35 or 45 or even older than that. Maybe when you're younger, you wanted the big romantic gestures, flowers, date nights, handwritten love notes. But now, maybe love looks like your spouse taking over bedtime so you can have a moment to yourself. Maybe it looks like them making your coffee in the morning or folding laundry without being asked. It's not that love is gone, it's just changed. And sometimes we get so caught up in thinking they don't love me the way that we used to that we forget to recognize the new ways they're showing up for us. So, my challenge for you this week, mamas, is to first take a moment to really reflect on how both you and your partner have grown over the years. What's changed? What stayed the same? Instead of resisting that change, find something to celebrate about how you've both evolved. Second, notice the ways your partner expresses love today. Not how they did it 5 or 10 years ago, but right now. Maybe they're not writing you the love letters or the poems, but they're making sure your car is filled with gas. Spoiler alert, I share that backstory in tomorrow's episode, but find one way that they show up for you and actually acknowledge it. And last, tell them, seriously, a simple, I appreciate the way you always, and fill in that blank can go a long way in making your spouse feel seen and really valued. Because at the end of the day, love isn't about staying the same. It's about growing together. All right, mamas, that's your mindset shift for this week. If it resonated with you, send me a DM on Instagram or come on over and hang out in our Facebook group, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms, and tell us, how has your relationship evolved over time? And don't forget, tomorrow, we're diving even deeper into this conversation on the podcast where I'm sharing practical tips to build a stronger, more connected marriage. So hit that follow button so you don't miss it. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes, and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories, and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life. Or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat.